Hello everybody, Tinker77 here. Want to let you know what happened the last couple of days. A big thing happened, and that is that my computer completely died and crashed, and I lost a lot of data. This includes the Fullcraft backup and saves, and a lot of other things. Now I'm still in recovery mode, and I should be up and running shortly, enough that I can do recordings. So please bear with me, and we'll see what happens, okay? Now let's get back to the show. Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77. We are back on Tinker World today, and I've started out, I guess, where I logged off last time, which is right by the shop, and we have had a lot of improvements here. You know, my shop, we built that, and over here, Pipo, he made a bar where he's selling potions. Of course, he has to be here so he can make the potions, but he's got a little bar. That's kind of neat looking. And over here, Candy's made an end shop, which has various materials from the end, like the various blocks and shulker shells and that sort of thing. And over here, Kent has been working on some neat things too, making some, well, you can buy dirt, okay, but grass, which is already sold out, and mushrooms and other things that you might need. He also has a guardian area, so he's got some of those blocks, which is really nice. And then Thomas has worked on a slime shop, so anything slime or slime balls you can get from his shop over here. It looks really nice. In the meantime, I've started selling fireworks, so let's go check out how we're doing with that. No one's bought any. I have 17 diamonds. Let's remember that number. I have iron, and I got 4 more diamonds from that, and I really need to stock up on some iron, so I might have to go AFK by the iron farm. And then over here, I'm selling actual shulker boxes, which I haven't made any sales. So we got 4 more diamonds, which is great. Excellent. Well, the plan for today is to follow up what I did last time. Last time I had worked on the storage system, and I added the bulk storage areas. The first one I'm going to work on, though, is a slime farm. Now, I've been looking at designs online, and we're going to start off with that. And the first thing you need to do with the slime farm usually is a big dig. So let me go get to the location, and we'll get ready to do this dig. I've marked out the chunk that I want to work with. If I turn on chunk borders here, I used F3 and G, you can see that this block right here is the corner of a chunk, and of course the opposite corner is over there. Now I want to have one extra block over here so that I can help with spawns, the big slime spawning, because if they spawn on this block, it's 3 wide, it would be able to take up the space. I want to go one extra space over, and the killing lines are going to be 3 blocks out. So I put 3 blocks out. So I did 1 over, 3 and out. On the other side, I had 1 over and 3 out. And this is the area. So from this block to that block over there, we're going to clear out everything. Okay? So I have grabbed my beacon, and we're going to take this out pretty quick here. A lot of this stuff first, I'm just going to shovel out and then put the beacon down right over here on this corner where it's close to the area. And I've also set up kind of a staging area where I have a crafting table, and I've got some chests to store the material as I go. So this should be kind of interesting. It's going to be kind of fun. So over here, let's make sure I got the borders here. You can see here that has the 1 over and 3 out. So that's the other corner. Okay. Let me get a space here for the beacon, and then we're going to get this started. I sort of shoehorned the beacon into where I want, and I'm now digging out the area. Looks like I said 1 block past and 3 out is where I'm going, and apparently this block has to go now, so we're going to start to do it right here. 1 block over, just over. That's what I've done. I've just marked it out. Oops, went down too far. That's okay, because I'll be digging that out shortly. And then 1 block out, and all the way over. I'm just kind of leveling it down, and I'm going to go down until I get all the way down to bedrock. So this is going to be a little bit of a process, and all I'll do is every time I get full of inventory, I'll throw it over in the chest over there, and let's keep on going. So that's the plan here. I want to show you what I'm doing so you can see it, so you know what's going on. This is the first part of this project, is the big dig. So let me get this done. It's take probably an hour or so. So I won't let you bore you with that. I'll just go and get that done. So we'll be back in a little while. Oh, the sound of Haste 2 mining. Love that sound. It's so relaxing. You know you've gone deep here when you have to move your beacon. I was getting too low, so we're going to put this back up to haste again. And there we go. Okay. I'm also, as you can see, I'm getting some slime balls, so I know I'm in the right area for a slime chunk. So everything's looking good. I'm going upstairs. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to get rid of the stuff, and we're going to keep on going. I've reached bedrock level, and I cleared out the first layer just so I could make sure it's all the same type of block here. So we're just making it all up. We're almost done. And then we can look up and see the damage I've caused. Oops, I fell down. Really, I ran out. Okay, well, let's make some more. There we go. So there's the room and the space for the slime farm, and you go all the way up. There's where the beacon that I just added recently, and on up. So we've got a nice big long pit. So the next step is to start working on the slime farm itself, and I believe the first thing we're going to do is the gathering mechanism for the slimes. So let me go and get a couple things done, some little errands I have to do offline, and then I'll come back and we'll start this process. It looks like I have a ghost block there that I have to get rid of. Okay, back in a bit. I'm down in my storage system. Looks like we have Thomas probably getting some redstone. Anyway, what I'm working on here is I decided I would, instead of doing the slime farm first, I'm going to work on getting these storage mechanisms set up. So I decided to use these last two sets of chests, these two columns of chests, and we're going to have the hopper lines going into it. Now in this wall here is where I want to build the overflow for the system. So here's what I'm going to show you here. What I plan to do. So this is the going into this area. Behind this wall, that's where we're going to have the items going, okay? So let me do that, and now we've got this brick here so you can kind of hide it so people wouldn't be able to see it, okay? Now then, what I want to have is I want to have the water flow going across this area, the water flow carrying the items, and then if, as an example, if it doesn't make it, we'll put another hopper here. Because of the water, it can't go into the hopper, I mean. If the water's pushing the items and it can't make it, it'll go past if it can't get picked up. Tell him go ahead. So then if it doesn't, then I want to go into basically a fire. Drop down into a fire. So we're going to start this up right here. This is the fire. Okay, so that's the general idea of this system that I'm trying to work on here. We got some gravel here. Okay, let me show you a little bit more of this. We'll get this done pretty quick. At least it's a section. Then I just got to make the water item transfer system. Okay, so basically, I guess he doesn't even know I'm just standing here. That's okay. He'll find out when he watches the video. Okay, so right here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So at this spot right here, if we put a water bucket down, it would go, and it's going the wrong way there. But that's okay. Let's put a block in here. Okay, so anything that doesn't go into these hoppers here will go into this and over and out. Okay, I have another hopper. I do. I got 2 more, so I'm just going to put another one here just in case. This gives it all the chance to actually flow and be caught before it gets into the flame. Okay, does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. Okay, so there we go. Now I need a way to get out of here, so I'm gonna do that. So now what I have to do is I have to get this water stream that I've created here all the way over to where we want to go with the slime farm, and then we'll probably use some sort of item elevator, take it up to this level so that it comes across, and this is where it'll go. Okay, so let me work on getting this routed. Alright, what I've got here is one side of the killing mechanism. You can see we have the standard hopper minecart pickup system with the drop off. If I put some items out here, let's see. They get picked up, and when they get stopped over here, it'll put it into the hopper. Now, of course, the hopper's not unloading, so it'll stop and wait. This is the whole circuit for the copper unloading system. We're going to have this side and the other side going into an item elevator, which will take it up a ways. You can see that hole right up there. That's the level that where the water streams are, way up that high. So eventually it would come out of here, and the minecart will keep going, and that's the sort of thing that'll keep going on. Now the mobs, the slimes, will fall down onto This is kind of like represents the platform that they spawn on. They would eventually fall or walk onto the magma blocks, which will kill them, and this pick up the loot. So I have to mirror this over here, and then I'm going to work on the item elevators and make sure that system's working. And then once we get that done, then I can start to really work on the layers in the farm and do everything else. So I want to get this whole pickup method completed and ready to go and getting over into the storage area. So let me mirror this up and we'll be back. Another progress update for you. So we had the minecarts going back and forth. You never had the loader mechanism. Off of each of these, we're going to have a item elevator. There's one over there and one over here. So when items come out here, let's see if I can throw some out here. See it pick those up. It'll come across, it'll unload, it'll stop and unload, it'll go again. Now those items will go into the dropper, which would go all the way up. Now what I need to do is I need to put in the item elevators here, and then that'll work. And then on the other side I have to do the same thing. I have to do the same thing over here. And once I get those 4 item elevators done, they're going up into the line where the water streams are, which will put them into the storage system. So let me get this side done, and then I'm going to dig and put in the item elevators, make sure everything's solid the whole way up. So let me get that done. Okay, I think we're about ready to test. I know that the unloading systems work, so I'm not worried about that. So what I'm going to do is I've got red, green, blue, and white wool, a stack of each. And I'm going to put them into these hopper lines, which will cause them to go up the item elevators, okay? So we'll do red in one, green in that one, we'll do blue, you hear them going crazy clicking, blue, and then we'll do white, okay? And what we'll do is while that's running, we'll go over to the storage system, and we should see it working. Alright, we had a loss of a few of the white. Approximately 5 white didn't make it here. And I'm not sure why, but that's not that bad of a loss. I can always, this is just slime balls. I just get more and more of them anyway. So I'm not really concerned with that. I will try to figure it out, but I'm not really concerned. So let's go on with making the rest of this farm. I've put in the slabs for the first layer. Now I need to put in the torches. Basically, you go diagonal of 1, 2, 3, and then 2 over in each direction. Okay? That's pretty easy. And that way it'll be lit up and no mobs can spawn except for the slimes. So here, go over 2. Here, go over 2. It's pretty easy. So there's the third one, go over 2. There's that, go over 2. And we're almost there. Now, we should put one right in the center, and technically it should be all 4, but we just put 1 down, and there we go. Now that's 1 layer. I need to do this 8 more times with enough space for the slimes to be jump around in it. So let me go do that right now. Alright, all the layers are in place. You can see them. I have all the layers I need going all the way up. Now, what I have to do is, and this is something it'll be a little bit tricky, I'm going to try to figure this out, is I'm going to be putting iron golems in little cages going all the way up. And then cages over here going all the way up. And that way it will then pull in the slimes, will try to attack the iron golems. They'll fall and they'll die and everything will work. So that's the next step. Let me go and figure this out. I've got to look at a little bit of a video to figure it out. Look, there's something slimes drop right there. See it working? Now, if there had been a golem over here, this guy would try to attack it and would be dead. You see that? Picked up some slimes, and then we should see slime is going up. So the system's working. I just have to get the luring factor of the iron golems in, and that's what's next. I finished making the caged golems, which will attract slimes. There's 5 on each side, and so if any slimes appear, they will then go, oh, hey, there's a golem, I'll go kill it. And they'll fall to their death, and they'll collect all the slime balls. Now, I had to show you this in the camera mode because I had to close this up so that you can't get in here. I do have an access way of a ladder, but that one is, I don't want to be on there trying to record. It's kind of hard to control the camera and stuff when you're doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back onto the my regular account. I'm going to go clean out the chests that are in the storage system, make sure they're completely empty, and then I'm going to go AFK for an hour and see what I get. Okay, so let's go see what happens. Okay, it's been close to an hour. Let's see what we have. 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks and a little bit more. So it's been working pretty well. Now, it's not a lot, I know, But the thing is that the area, I haven't done any of the conditioning of the area so that it will make the spawns happen, such as lighting the area up on the surface, lighting all the caves underneath, so that it decreases where mobs can spawn, and therefore it would make it more chance of spawning slimes. But it is working. So you can see we had 3, now we have 12, so I know the system is working. And eventually these will all fill up. We'll just let it go. But it seems to be working fine. So yeah, I think that's a good job. So I need to do one more thing here. Let's go grab some of these just because I can. And it seems like every time I'm doing a stream, everybody wants to talk to me. Or not doing a stream, but doing a YouTube video, I mean. So I'm not going to put the slimes here. I'm going to go over here. And both these chest sets are going to be this. So there we go. Nice, huh? Works great. Okay, well, that's about all I have time for today. This is part of the process that I'm going to be doing over the next few videos of getting automated farm set up. The first one I wanted was the slime farm. So now that that's done, I'm not sure what's next, but we'll figure something out. Okay, well, that's about it. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you have any comments, put them in the comment section. If you'd like to be notified of videos I produce, please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon. And yeah, so I guess we're out. Thanks, have a great day. Bye-bye.